This runner profile is about the master of fence, Zetika. Zetika was seeded into Group L and is exiting that group as the second seed with a tournament win-loss record of 5-4. Her any percent PB is a 122.03, which ranks her 27th on the leaderboard. The progenitor of the famous Zet fence, Zetika makes her third appearance in the Mach March bracket stage, a fan-favorite underdog after the three-way tie incident of Mach 2 March. Zetika hopes to make a strong performance this year in bracket. While she's bringing the most optimal vents you'll ever see, it remains to be seen how well Zet will do in Mach 4 March.
This runner profile is about the man with still no any percent time, Gunnarhawk. Gunnar was seeded into Group N, and is exiting that group as the first seed with a perfect 9 wins and 0 losses. Gunnar does not have an 80% PB, he does however have an extremely impressive BNR time of 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Gunnar is a hard runner to parse, having no any percent time to pull from and very few submitted IL times. Those IL times he has submitted though have been phenomenal, previously holding the Abyss 3 and Blood and Rust IL records. Last year, Gunnar was considered the dark horse but suffered heavily from tournament nerves. Have those nerves been shaken off this year for Mach 4 March? Let's find out.
And hello everyone! Welcome back to Mach 4 March Final Bracket. We're going to be trying something new tonight, which is I've gone in and recorded pretty much all of the matches that have happened over the last week, and I've kept the secret, the results secret for myself, so no one apart from the runners and me knows the results of these matches. So we are going to be premiering these right now. The commentators don't know shit. So yeah, they'll be just reacting as if we're watching a normal Mach March set, but we don't have to make the runners come out at uncomfortable times to play for us. So yeah, how do you guys feel about this this new kind of format?
I personally think if we can make this work in a way that is, like reasonable and just as hype as if we were watching them live, I think it'd be great because especially last year, there were so many heater-looking matches that we had to overlook for the sake of the schedule of the tournament and all other people's schedules as well. So being able to actually sit down and watch some of these matches that that couldn't happen at the times when we wanted them to on main streams, fantastic idea. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm also really excited for this because these are matches that I would have missed anyway, and now I get to see them and commentate on them. It's great. Also, just more time to showcase good runners.
Yeah, I just think this is like the peak idea. I mean, we get to see as much as possible. We're even seeing runners in their natural, nervy environments. Like this is a raw, pure type of Titanfall that we don't usually get to see.
Yeah, that funny you mentioned that. Like while I was recording these, I had some of the runners come out and say that like they felt more comfortable playing when they knew they weren't like live. And as a result, they were a lot less nervous, which is a very very interesting effect. Like it was very similar circumstances. They're like streaming, they're in front of like me at the least, and they know they're gonna be like they know other people are gonna be watching, but at the same time it's like somehow less pressure despite all that.
It's less pressure because of the less amount of people that are watching in the immediate get-go. Like I find like for myself, if I'm watching in front of 2 people, I don't have nearly as many nerves as if I'm watching in front of 20 people, right? Like performing a rehearsal of a play in front of the people who are your playmates, right, is a lot different than watching it in front of the actual doing it in front of the actual audience, even if you've done it 100 times.
And because of that, it opens a window to some really unique matches that we might get to see.
Yeah, in retrospect, I'm very happy that I went in and got all of those. So, yeah, we now get to see them. So let's get started with our first match of the day, which will be Gunnarhawk versus Zetika. So the way I've recorded these is while they're playing a match, I've just muted myself. I don't talk, just to leave room for the commentators to do their thing. And in between the matches, I took them out of mute and I talked to them just so we keep the conversation between the runners and like the way they're thinking and all that like going, so they can like still express themselves.
Ever.
So yeah, let's start this funny video here. Hello, future commentators.
Hello, future commentators.
Hey.
This is gonna be Gunnar
Hello,
versus
past
Zetika.
Dorito.
Yay.
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy?
Fuck this guy in particular. The guy
Right.
above me? No,
Yeah,
he's fine. He's
Gunnar's
fine. But
higher
this guy in
seed, right?
particular, fuck him.
I'd hope so.
Gunnar.
My arch rival is Pastorito.
Quick fact
I mean, I don't have an
check.
100% time, so
They always
Last
have
time
it
I
out for
won,
future Shug.
Gunnar is straight up better than me, so he should be higher seed.
I don't know, man. I'm always pretty nervous when I'm playing. in front of
Gunnar,
other
Gunnar
people.
out here,
That's
former world
me,
record holder of Blood and
bro.
Rust, trying to
That's
pretend like
me.
he's not the higher seed, Lamau.
Quick fact
Humble.
I remember when
say
Gunnar came into the
that
community
Gunnar
and
is
just
the higher
dropped a
seed.
time
No.
close to world record in Blood and
So I
Rust.
get a ban level.
And
You
I
get
get it,
to
thought he was fake.
do your
I'm gonna be
funny
real,
little
I thought he was
dance.
fake. I was
Okay,
happy that
Beacon
he
2
kept
is off the
posting.
board.
I wanted to play that one.
You know what's funny? I actually, that's what I thought when I first saw Human. I thought
Let's
that
do
some of their
some
times were
Blood and
fake, and then I got to know
Rust.
that when I was like, oh, this
Okay.
person's just hella goated.
Let's do it.
Sometimes people get really good really
My
fast,
timer's
and
not
you're
counting, so
forced to be
2
like,
seconds.
K-pop?
Let me check.
All right, this
fine,
is
start.
bold from Zetika though. Zetika taking Gunnar of all people to Blood and Rust game
What
1. That is a
the-
bold pick.
Hey, at least
They're just
I
trying to
got
rip
some
off the
not good
Band-Aid.
work today.
I love Zetika, but
Yo.
you
That is
don't
quite
take
good.
Gunnarhawk to Blood and Rust.
Oh wait,
you,
I should
you
get.
take them anywhere
actually,
else.
Yeah, I should get timers.
Maybe it's a mental thing, right? Like you get Blood and Rust out of the way
Can you
right away.
do
I mean, you know you're gonna
definitely-
have to go here eventually. I guess you wouldn't have had to,
should
because you could have just
go.
banned it every time. Yeah,
Yeah, pull a fluffy
If
strategy.
not, I have a bind,
Yeah.
so you can just do that.
I definitely would ban it. I mean, in my match against
I'll
Mats,
just
I
do
made
it
sure
as,
to
I'll just do it with command.
like a chicken ban Beacon
Okay.
3 every time.
Let me make sure my timer starts. Whoops.
So I'm gonna
Alright.
skip ahead here while I do this this setup.
Yep. You have mail.
I keep
Yeah.
getting texted.
Dingus percent 289.
Actually, yeah, dingus percent is what I call any percent in my files. Just because I don't like any percent that much over like something like MCS. You doing?
You're a
I think
dingus
there's-
90%.
I agree.
I don't think there's a single map that I would have to
Dorito,
like,
we
that
appreciate
I would
you a lot.
like less.
I'm glad
against
your
Gunnarhawk.
types.
Good, I'm good. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
I
good,
agree.
I'm ready.
This
Wait,
is
here we
this is
go.
definitely
3,
choice of
2,
choices.
1, go.
All right. Well, we're
I
starting
was-
off here, and Zedika's ascending Visenbark as well, actually. This is a surprise for me, but I'm happy to see it.
Better nade too, but not a good second jump there. That second nade pull is going to get them up to 55, but still 10 behind Gunnarhawk.
Wow,
Yeah.
this bug looks so amazing. You can definitely tell that Gunnarhawk did this thousands upon thousands of times.
Yeah, I wonder
That's
what they're
bad from
completing.
Zetika. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not enough height to get back up to another part of the wall, and that's a death. Yeah, that's
Oh.
huge. Struggling with the menu too, you're gonna get sent back right to the start. Yeah, that's already that's basically curtains for this match.
Yeah.
It would take Gunnarhawk dying 17 times on Kane.
Hey, and they'd have to miss sludge skip and die 17 times.
True.
I mean, the way that Gunnarhawk plays, I mean, high level Blood and Rust always pulls every single frag that's available in the level, plus some refreshes, so Gunnar can definitely die. This is game 1 Blood and Rust. This is difficult.
What's funny is I think the upset potential is uniquely high against Gunnar because Gunnar is definitely a runner with specialties. And I think there's a lot of game that people can use to potentially take advantage and win over Gunnar. So like I'm really curious to see as they get deeper in bracket what some of those look like. Because they can't live on Peach Ale.
I definitely think that Gunnar is one of those people you'd expect to only be good at like some levels, but I expected that of them going into this tournament, but no, they've actually been performing pretty damn well overall. So they've definitely practiced all the other ILs. So maybe that's just bait. Maybe Gunnar is just actually correct in every level, or maybe he just sucks at the levels he doesn't run ILs actively off.
Unfortunate.
Remains to be seen.
Zetika finally out of that button room, by the way. It is so Jover for Zetika right now.
Yeah, the second Visenbark went well enough for Zetika, but that's the key thing. It's the second Visenbark, so you know you've got such a huge deficit right now that it is unlikely at this point that we're going to be seeing a comeback. It can still happen. You know, that frag could have gone very awry, like, 17 times and all that jazz. But here's the sledge skip. That's far enough left to get the grab, and yeah, no, you're through at this point. It is curtains, unfortunately.
Gunner sent pilot transition always. So, do they
All right.
die here? Oh my god, it's already 67.
I'm calling it here. Kane goes to Antarctica, not even Brazil. Kane goes to Antarctica, ices out Gunner. Zetika comes back with a massive comeback victory.
That was a phenomenal pilot transition. Getting up to 70 there, more than worth going for it at that point.
I really like pilot transition. It looks so visually just appealing. That whole segment looks so good.
Yeah, and the way that you have to adapt it based on the speed that you get initially is also very cool. Like, we saw, like, the pipe wall kick that we haven't seen from a lot of runners in tournament who've sent it so far.
There's like 3 different routes through there, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the pipe one's the best one. You only get that if you're going like 70 plus, so it's really good.
I think it's 65 or so is about the threshold you need off the wall kick, but yeah. Yeah, we're seeing we're seeing Kane be incredibly nice to Gunner right now.
Antarctica!
What is this?
What is happening?
My guy's flight got delayed. He wanted to go to Antarctica.
Typical airport experience.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I paused the wrong timer here.
I mean, at this point it's pretty obvious who's gonna win this, but I was curious how much slower Zetika was, because that was still a good blood and rust from Zetika.
Yeah, Zetika was no slouch here, like at all during this.
Yeah, it's dying to the first Visenbark, but the rest was awesome.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I was so in awe of what Gunnarhawk was doing, I only caught snippets of what happened on Zetika's side.
It's usually what happens when
Burrito,
somebody's like wildly ahead from the early game.
What's up, Skelly?
Burrito, quick. Turn up Rob's volume, you can barely hear him on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Have your DMs open or something. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I assumed like any one of the pings that happened would be noticed.
I also thought so.
I have streamer mode on, and OBS is taking up all of my main screen, so...
You don't look at chat? Oh my god. Okay, Gunnarhawk is going into Abyss 1.
Yeah, I was saying, Gunnarhawk's starting a new level.
It's already ahead in the 90%. That's going pretty well. Oh, has to reset.
I don't remember now because everything died.
Oh no.
Everything died. You
All
heard
right,
it.
I'm gonna get my noodles while we
All
record.
of my... Yeah,
Watch out for deer!
I don't know if they heard me.
Gunnar, when you
Alright, so that was a game
miss,
one.
crouch kick in a way
Where
that
do
just
you think
basically
Zetika
sends
goes
you
after
straight
this?
down,
Kind of, yeah.
or like you hit it and like
I have to say.
it's like when you miss a crouch kick and you don't even have a double jump.
Ooh.
Uh,
Wait, where? On Invisible?
Yeah, on Visenbark. That happened to me, and I just went straight into a Titan's legs.
Oh, did you die?
Yeah, I
On
died.
Visenbark?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
Zetika got fucking launched into space by a Titan.
That fucking sucks. The amount of times that you died to Titan on Visenbark is like next to nothing. So in tournament, that happening is just so terrible.
It happens to me quite often. I fuck it up.
Oh, okay.
I make it happen. No, it's all good.
Need to like redo the timer.
Right, sorry, what was the question?
Do you need my?
Where do we think
my time
Zetika would want to
for,
go
like
next?
averages or something?
I'll take your time.
Like I said, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
if I'm Zetika here,
If
I'm trying
I
to take
win.
Gunner to the
Yeah,
least
I am
traditional
assuming you
level
are.
on the board.
446.
I'm gonna say ENC 3.
I was gonna say ENC3, maybe ITA3 or Trial by Fire.
Oh, you do not take
The only map
Gunner
I know is
to
Blood
either
Rose,
one of
man.
those
I don't
maps.
know.
Trial by Fire? Really? I haven't seen Gunner on Trial by Fire. Oh, I don't have faith
Don't
in
do
everyone's
it.
confidence in
I
hitting
think I'm gonna
consistently.
ban
I've watched enough
Beacon
tournament
3.
matches to know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Uh,
BT.
people are
was
gonna get
be
their ass
so
sniped.
sad. Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
BT
we'll
is
do
also
some
a
BT.
like really good
Okay.
pick. I mean,
Yeah.
Zedika's
Let us know
because
when you're ready, Dorito.
God takes the wheel in BT at some point.
On the load screens.
Mhm.
Let me...
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I think this is BT.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
this
BT.
is BT.
Okay, I don't know the loading screens too much.
Okay, yeah, correct.
I just know that Trouble Fire and Arca
Alright,
flipped for
make
some
sure
reason.
timers are working and won't completely die.
This is some shug ass timer management.
You two ready? It's like the first
wait.
match you do is always jank.
Let me
This was the
try
first
to-
match I
Yeah.
recorded. We're not doing the fucking.
Yeah, the full fucking thing, dude. I
Yeah.
don't even think I know how to do the beginning section. I've never.
You've never done it.
That's how we beat Gunnar. We watched the
Yes.
full cutscene,
Imagine
get him to
not
play
being
the
an 80%
beginning.
runner.
Fuck, we got him.
That's how you know someone doesn't do any percent.
Gunnar is a
Submit an 80%
phenomenal
time,
IL
Gunnar.
runner.
Jesus
I
Christ.
have actually
but-
done an any percent run.
Okay,
No
For
way.
this
and
Why isn't it
Gunnarhawk
submitted?
Open or
And
some
excuse
sort of-
me?
No fucking.
I'm gonna scream.
Alright.
It needs to be
This,
submitted
this
by
man's
Jack.
admitted to having done an 80% run
you
and
get- you
didn't
guys
submit it.
started.
I'm gonna
Well,
scream.
it was
Jesus.
during the
I was
shug
saying,
open.
I think they did it in a Shug Open. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
2,
And they said I could beat that.
go.
They were gonna do a second run, and then it didn't get off the ground, and then they just never submitted it.
My goodness.
BT. Now, I wanted to see this level because, BT, while being also another very technical level, and you can't beat a high level player on any level when they're just better than you. But in BT, you'll see this level way more often if you're an any percent runner than if you're an IL runner. It's not the most popular IL, but you have to play it in any percent. You have to play it quite often because that's usually where your runs die, right? So I think Zetika takes this one actually.
We've duplicated the feed. They were going exactly the same route there for a second. Really
Yeah.
crazy.
Really close right now. This could be a very strong pick from Zetika. And another thing to mention as well is the fact that BT is one of the 4 levels in the game where we allow sections from your any percent run to be used for the IL board. So a lot of folk don't even feel the need to grind the any percent run as a result, any percent route as a result. So while you might be seeing people press that F1 save to load into this level to practice a bunch, you may not necessarily see it from someone who's more dedicated to specifically ILs at any percent.
I just want to mention that over the river jump or whatever that section was, Gunnar was doing a very wide route, but that looked very intentional. I think Gunnar is just making up a lot of tiny route optimizations as they run these levels for a longer time. It looked so pretty.
Yeah, quick thing to note there is Gunnar had a slow slide and Zetika got through really quickly. So Zetika made up a lot of the time that she lost there right at the end of that sequence.
Yeah, coming out of the
Zetika
battery,
could be
Gunnar is
respectable.
leading with 4 seconds.
Oh, doesn't get everyone on the track though. Zetika
Ooh,
also
a little bit of cleanup.
They stumble. Gross.
Yeah,
But
that's
they're
gross.
not part.
The hitboxes on those guys just disappear if they don't get killed by the nades. They just
true.
disappear.
It's true, it's in the game code.
The game code says poof. All right, there's a frag. That looks good. Yep. All right. Oh my god, what a start.
Oh, Zetika bumps the wall.
already. Oh, blind kick. I'm doing the chill spirit route for the rest of my life. Just skip the blind kick and the entire thing is faster.
78 peak for Gunnar on that
Holy
ravine. That was very good. Zetika not having a bad one though. Currently above 60 right now. This is not bad by any means from Zetika. 60 ravine is very respectable, but Gunnar's was just better the whole way.
That's a great
Zetika-
example of getting skill gapped. They
Zetika
both were
ran
great.
Sorry.
No, that's all I had to say.
Okay. Zetika ran into a wall towards the start of ravine, which is usually a death sentence, because you take most of that 40 you get into ravine and take it to the end. But Zetika with an amazing... Oh my god, we see Z-Vents from Gunnarhawk!
Finally, some respect on Zetika's name.
But Zetika with an amazing recovery out of ravine. Oh my god, Zetika also does Z-Vent, of course.
Let's go.
Advance!
Gunnarhawk fucks up the slant boost from the looks of it. Doesn't have the sniper rifle either. Neither runner have the sniper rifle. Let's see.
Nobody here's a gamer. Nobody here's playing COD.
Yeah, the main reason Gunnar won here is because he gave Zetika a taste of their own medicine.
Spoilers!
Sometimes you get Zeted on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, in the level, it's obvious that Gunnar's not gonna fuck up the interact here.
They could be, blowing themselves up with their own frag.
They don't have a frag to blow themselves up with.
Well, when they threw it at the Reaper dudes.
I said this when they were in the battery cutscene.
Wait, for real? Then we're massively delayed.
Are you?
Dun,
What?
dun, dun.
You said this when he was like throwing the grenades.
Anyway.
Are you
Whatever.
watching on stream,
Alright.
Rob? Or are you watching
So
the?
I'm
It
watching
wasn't
this
close.
Okay.
My timer didn't start.
I see. Yeah, no, it was
My timer didn't
Gunnar
start.
had a 348 and I
Chat
came in at
says the
404
title
on your
says
end.
bracket stage day 2.
Not bad.
Whoops.
And I have swapped
Yeah,
it to
that's
day
a pretty
3.
good time. I was actually surprised that I got a sub 4 in my
Day
practice
12,
sessions. That is definitely
15,
not
94.
what I have been getting.
I think the reason you won is because you pulled out Zetika's own strat against them.
I did Zed Vents.
You did Zed Vents.
Vents.
I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it because I've never done it before, and then I was like, all right, fuck it, like,
Fuck it,
It's
just
not
fuck
a
it. That's the
hard
best way to do it.
it's literally not at all. I just
Instead
like,
of holding W, you hold S.
I don't know, man. That's a little bit hard for me to do. My fingers are like old man fingers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't even know
is it
how old
video
Gunnar
three or
is.
five?
Because
That's
if that man
5.
is younger than me and
So
saying
you
that, I'm
have-
about to
you
come
have a
over there.
chance for the reverse sweep.
All right,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
fucking
bro.
go, dude.
Totally.
Fuck it, we ball.
All right.
It's very Gunner mentality.
Gunnar, you get to ban again.
Well,
Why it's wild that
Well,
Zetika is
man,
playing while in chat right
affecting
now.
cause 3. That map sucks.
Ooh, that's a hot
That map
take.
does suck.
NC3 taking off the cave table
I-
and saying
I
that
kinda
it
dislike
sucks.
that map.
Staff, where are you? I'm
Add Sapphire.
give you the
Where are we
I'm gonna
going?
give you the loaded 45. All right.
Fuck it, we ball. Let's do some fold.
Okay.
Fuck, I thought you say fuck it, we ball against Gunner. I think you're gonna pick like Beacon 2 or
fuck
something.
F8.
Oh, F8. Clear your.
I mean, that's
hitches.
also the same person
Oh,
that
yeah.
picked Blood and
I've
Rust
not cleared
game
it
1
today.
against Gunnarhawk.
I'm not warmed up on this level.
All right, guys, Zetika reverse sweep. This is where it starts.
I believe.
Hey, it's too late
We
now.
stand our queen.
Let's see.
You made your choice. You have to live with it.
So,
Fast Cooper.
Yeah,
Cooper zoom in.
runners
We
clear your
should
hitches.
do a turbo percent, like
No.
gimmick kind of run.
Host timescale 100. That would be fucking crazy.
Holy
A
shit.
No, the
100
kind
is
of run we
crazy how
should
fast
do
you
is we
die.
should do grapple percents more.
100 would actually. You know what? That may be a good idea.
I know. My understanding of is that's really hard to get that set up.
I think it requires like some sort of like ice pick kind of thing,
Yeah, that's what I was told.
or like a Ronin North Star mod at the very least.
I also haven't played this level today,
Start.
so
You're embarrassing
see
me in
what
front of my
happens.
friends. Stop.
I honestly didn't think that.
Stop.
Like, dude, you played all the maps or 2 of the maps, and I didn't think anybody would play against me, so I'm happy.
What, BT and
No, Blood and Rust and
Blood and
Fold.
Rust. You're really.
This is what happens when you have an ancient cat.
I think I'm okay. I've been playing this map a ton before
I don't know what
I
you're
took a
good
little
at.
break.
You see, that's the thing with me is I don't give a shit what I pick. I pick what sounds like fun for me to play,
That's-
even
no,
if I
that's
know
really
I'm
awesome.
gonna lose. I knew that you were gonna beat me in BNR, but yeah. Sorry. Anyways, the video is being.
Well,
long.
I know
Let's
Zetika's
go.
gonna win this
Yeah.
match.
All right, you two ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Meow.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Zetika just does not care. Plays what Zetika thinks is fun. Honestly,
What?
such a chat mental.
Yeah, heart of the cards. Follow your heart. I say it all the time.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I actually kind of respect that in a situation where you may potentially like completely believe you don't stand a chance. Why not just have fun, right?
Yeah.
I still think, like, especially considering the tournament nerves that Gunnar went through in the previous year on stream, I would still like be trying my best, thinking about the things that I think Gunnar would be the weakest at. But at the same time, sometimes just picking the most fun levels is actually the best strategy, because if you pick something that you hate but think would be the best option, you might get like halfway through Blood and Rust and realize, oh wait, hold up, I hate this stage, and then play like crap, and then everything sucks.
Yeah, and when you're not sure about your stage pick, the nerves hit so hard. So Zetika probably honestly giving himself quite a buff by just being down to game here. Meanwhile, though, Gunnar running away with this, flying through these halls. Jesus,
Gunnar has not lost
This is surgical. Holy shit. That
Wow.
is-
Wow, one of those kicks.
Jesus, what the fuck? That was 10! Oh my god. Just before they started, this gunner was like, yeah, I was practicing this a little bit before I took a break. What the fuck? What? Wow. What did we just see?
And that's of course.
Wait, you better headbang, buddy.
Gunner route through that section as well. Wow.
Wow, that was just.
Zetika bonks their head. Makes it across. Come on. Yes, good. Good enough. Now, let's see Rocky Road. I love this strat so much.
Yeah, Gunner, please.
Please
deliver.
die 17 times in Rocky Road.
Alright, and Zetika I don't think we'll see go for it here, but we'd love to see Gunner going for it.
I'm not sure.
Alright.
Zetika has the biggest balls, I think.
Alright, well, Zetika, how big are your balls? Hold on, no, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're judging Zetika's ball size here. Okay, average.
Oh.
Average balls.
Standard.
Very standard balls.
Default settings.
Alright.
Gunnarhawk just hits it beautifully. Look at that.
Yeah, man. The start of that Rocky Road, not the absolute greatest, but this latter part, this pilot movement here is just this is Gunnarhawk in peak form right now.
I mean, Gunnarhawk is like they're only halfway through the level on Zetika's side. Gunnarhawk's like basically at the end. Like, oh my god.
I also love that Gunnarhawk just hits 3 crouch kicks in the hallway with all the enemies. That's just absurd.
Zetika making a good point though in chat. Trans does not want those balls, so completely reasonable choice to make going for the snuggle core route.
So it wasn't a skill issue; it was a trans rights thing. You know what, Zetika? I'm in. Let's go. All right, so we're getting a very standard kill. Oh no, we're not. Tone dashing around. Oh, that's Tone. I'm sorry. I thought that was
Hold on.
That's her name. I kept Sleen. I kept wanting to say Sleen. I don't know.
Sleen.
I don't know what that is.
Sleen?
Yeah, I don't know what Sleen is.
All right, this is very far for Gunnar away from the Reapers. Not going to get all 3 with these swings. That third one is going to time out, but it's still going to be like the Reapers are still in a good spot, thankfully for Gunnar. That might kill pre-charge, but this is still looking to be a absolutely phenomenal full weapon pick from Gunnar here.
God, Sarah. It's fucking not Sarah Sloan. Jesus, what's happening?
Sleen getting absolutely messed up there. Zetika kind of losing track of this Scorch here, though. This is the worst feeling in the world. If you lose track of a Scorcher, one of them doesn't die in your initial traps. It's just it takes so much longer. Oh yeah. Okay, good. You're happy she spawned there.
Oh, what's that?
They didn't have the flame wall.
Oh no.
Abort!
So yeah, Zetika can still get this.
Another core.
Why
Just
you
flame wall.
that fast?
Flame wall and leave, Zetika. No.
Where the fuck did Sleen get her core charge like that?
Oh my god, missed, man. I think.
That's a big whiff.
Oh.
Yeah. No, at this point, like, you know, you could have gone for the brute there either, but it's already just like you're looking at the fact that Zetika's still in this lone fight and Gunnar's most of the way through, like sitting here after doing Andy's shot.
Okay, say it with me. If Gunnar dies, 17
times,
in this cave.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
There's a chance.
Actually, this is becoming one of my favorite questions. Chat, how many times does Gunnar have to die in this game? What is your bet? What's your guess? Is it 17?
There's a quick save, like a game save, like right at the start of this game. So I would think like 20 times.
I almost went deep into the bag of tricks, and I was going to say, what if Gunnarhawk melees here in the black screen with the smart pistol? I was about to go like deep into the lore.
Actually, if they melee here, it's over. Zetika just instantly wins.
Wow, Skelly really thinks that it's a big lead. Skelly says 47 deaths.
47.
That is, yeah, wow. Skelly says this is a big lead for Gunnarhawk.
Chill Spirit, don't read into it.
So I think that specifically the way that it works is if you melee when it's transitioning from like sitting in the Titan as a pilot to controlling the Titan, the game, because you're not supposed to have like a melee weapon out, like doesn't know what to do, gets confused and crashes. But you can melee other times during this sequence, and it's fine. Source, I've done it. So
Source, trust me.
While we have
my world record run.
While we have a second of downtime here, I just gotta say, this is going to be a match to watch if you ever want to see what a good fold looks like. This is a great reference point for anybody who wants to improve this level, or just look at routing, or look at kick timing. Like, Gunnar, other than like messing up with Sloan there towards the end, that was like a perfect fold.
Yeah, the movement was so crisp. That's usually what Gunnarhawk just does. Gunnarhawk's such a movement nerd, but just hits everything there and has troubles with the limited Titan sections in this game, with limited sections where movement isn't everything.
Hold up, Gunnar just got like a slower but still a Hyper's Weakscape on a 46. By the way.
That was and the like Geo was like flying through them and shit. That was wild. I've never seen that.
Yeah, 716. 716. That is a ridiculous time for full weapon. I'm pretty sure that's like a 1030 something equivalent. It is very, very strong full weapon from Gunnarhawk.
Let's see at least how Zetika finishes this out. A very unfortunate fold weapon, brought down even more by a couple of mistakes that snowballed, especially in Sloan fight. But overall, you can definitely tell that Zetika, while being the underdog here in this match, definitely is up there. Zetika definitely deserved to have made it out of groups here.
Yeah, Zetika no stranger to the upper echelon of play, even though they're not one we usually talk about in that conversation. They're no stranger to being there every time among the players who make it that far. In fact, I would be very surprised if this was the end of their bracket journey, or like if they didn't win their next match, I should say.
Oh yeah, true. Gunnarhawk's going back to Blood and Rust.
That was a 90 Visimbark. Just side note.
Alright.
Flexing.
Yeah, GG.
Wow.
Gunnar's gonna take that last one with a 716.
Gunnar just kind of fucks on this match.
Yeah, that Sloan fight was...
Gunnar played so good.
Fight, but Zetica's
great play from Zetika on BT especially. That was all around a pretty tight match. Definitely one to look at, but I think that this fold from Gunnar is going to dominate the conversation about this set going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. It was surgical precision through most of it, and there was some debate because we don't have at any percent time from Gunnar about like what seed Gunnar should have been in this particular match or in this particular tournament. A lot of folks, some people were saying he should be like a second seed. Some people were saying should be a first seed. I believe that we should put Gunnar in like a low first seed, high second seed situation, just based on the tournament nerves from last year. But after witnessing that, this is a first seed player for sure.
Gunnar definitely has the potential to become a tournament favorite in the upcoming matches or the next Mach March. Currently doesn't show the consistency overall, but definitely shows the skill.
Here's Dorito in the background saying no spoilers, guys.
Yeah. I had to ask him not to do the tournament results thing, just to keep the wraps on it.
Making the schedule with all of these spoilerific sets that I wasn't even allowed to know, let me tell you, that was a ride. I'm messaging people. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but if you haven't already played this set, just be aware.
Yeah,
some people that message I later learned already played their sets. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like Zetika came to me in our DMs at some point, like, hey, dude, like Shug is like texting me right now to like schedule our match or something or whatever. Like, what do I say? What do I do? And I had to jump in and be like, okay, I'll message Shug, don't worry.
That was a really suspicious DM because I was like, I got it like 15 seconds after I messaged Zetika. So fast.
So funny. Alrighty. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first match recorded of the day down. We're going to get set up for the next one, which is going to be Next Racer versus Lemura. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with more Mach 4 March in just a moment.